Episode 37 of the DrewCast. Episode 37, like I said. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the instrumental version of the song, actually. So, Justin, don't make me start rapping to a Grimes beat, bro. You know what I mean? But, yeah. So I'm gonna try not to cuss for the first minute because I guess YouTube, like, the YouTube algorithm is like whack. It's super whack. But yeah, I was gonna say like, hey, keep time. Tell me. Hey guys, tell me when it's a minute so I could cuss again. You know what I mean? But okay. So I want to start off with the topic that will probably make a lot of guys squirm, and by squirm I mean prostate exams. So, Justin, you know, one day that's gonna have to happen to you. We're gonna have to. We've been running, basically. We've been running our whole life, like, you know, without like no one can push in our ass up stuff. You know what I mean? Like get push shit in the ass, pause. You know what I mean? But like, but literally that's where it comes from. But was that a minute?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Because I want to cuss. I want to start cussing. Thank you. So yeah, so we've been running from this our whole life. Something going up the pooper. We can't run no more, bro. Doctor's gonna have to do it. Now I'm thinking to myself, what do you think would be the worst case scenario at a prostate exam? Like, do you think like getting scared would be, or just the prostate exam in general, or maybe the doctor has a huge index finger?
I don't know if it's just a finger, but I think worst case scenario would just be something getting stuck.
He's like, hey, the finger's not gonna do. He starts sipping down his pants. Oh yeah, doctor. His name's Dr. Finn. Bro, if it's like a foreign doctor, I'm scared. Cause you know the doctor from Funny People, like the big tall German one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, Dr. Finn, you're not putting that finger in my ass. You with your Dirk Nowitzki type hands. But so for me, I actually sat there and thought about it. So I was like, hey, what would be the worst case scenario during a prostate exam? And for me, it's coming. I mean. There is no other worst case scenario for a guy. There isn't. I know some people are probably gonna watch this and be like, "Damn, Drew, you're going, damn, he said it." I'm saying what we all are thinking. If I go to that prostate exam and I come, can I leave the office the same man? Can I go home to my family and pretend like nothing happened? I don't know. I don't think I could. What would you do, Dustin? If you cummed during a prostate exam, do you go home and tell Kylie, bro?
No, hell no.
Like, do you lead on that you cummed? Or, like, do you, like, she's like, hey, what happened? And you, like, jump? Like, every time she goes to, like, grab your butt, now you jump? You're scared? No. How do you explain that? You know what I mean? Like, because I would be scared if I cummed during a prostate exam. The doctor's like, hey, this happens. This always happens. He hands you a rag. Hey, this always happens, bud. He's like, don't worry about it, bud. It happens to everybody. The doctor's like, wow, that was a lot for your first time.
Yeah, wow, you've been pretty backed up.
Yeah, wow. The doctor's like, wow, you didn't, you know what I mean? It's healthy. It's healthy to let it out once in a while, bud. Hey, if the doctor's nice about it, I might not say anything. But if the doctor's like, you know, giving you the evil eye and like, you know, like, hey, you know, I think it was really inappropriate. You're the one with the finger in my ass, bud. And you're saying it's inappropriate. Is that what you're telling me? Yeah, that's my worst fear. So getting it in general, I know guys have to do it for their health, which sucks. Why do we have to do that for our health, bro? Like, there's going to be a day when I'm like, I'm going to message you, Dustin. I'm like, gotta get a prostate, Dustin. Gotta get a prostate exam. Because I know, like, I eat a lot of freaking red meat and I drink a lot of beer. So... And I kind of messed up because I know my little brother and sisters watch this, and like, sorry guys, you know what I mean? Sorry about the coming in during the prostate exam part, but it's just like, hey, it could happen. It could happen to any one of us. So, moving on. So the next topic I want to get to tonight, I feel like the last like year or two has been super built around politics. You would probably say like, yeah, everything's just political now. Wearing a mask is political. A virus is political. Race is political now. Like they've literally turned everything into like a politic. you would say like everything's politics now, which sucks. But I was thinking about, and it's not even just Republicans anymore. Democrats do the same thing. And I can't think of anything more fucking beta. Like, this is super beta, by the way. If you like super dick ride like a political side, right? But you make fun of the same teenagers and young adults for being gang members. He's a crip. You also have Joe Biden stickers on your car, my guy. He's a blood. You have Trump hats. You wear Trump shirts. And it's not just the people who make fun of gang members. Bro, you are a fucking loser if you pick a side. To be honest with you. And let me tell you why I say that, okay? I know before everybody starts getting in the comments like this, like, before everybody gets in the comments like, but Sleepy Joe and Trump made fun of someone who's special ed, that they're typing this and like this. But hey, listen up, okay? I'm just gonna be honest. We have to start having transparency here. Transparency. Sorry, I don't really know how to speak English well. So the point is, the reason I say that, because imagine you notice like a lot of trans people and like gay people do this just and we're like, nothing's wrong with being trans or gay, but like if you let that identity rule your entire life and everyday motive, I can't fuck with it. Nothing wrong. And even with straight people, bro. You know what I mean? Like if you talk about being straight every conversation, everything you do is about being straight this, straight, I'm not going to want to talk to you. It's the same thing with these politics people, right? Biden this, Biden that, Trump, like, bro, if that's your only personality, you are a fucking loser, bro. You're a fucking loser. If every time I talk to you, did you see what Trump said? No, because I don't fucking care. Hey, did you see what Biden said? No, because I don't fucking care. Can you be a normal human? There's nothing wrong with liking politics. Not what I'm saying, because I know the keyboard doesn't, the keyboard warriors. But Biden and Trump. Not what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying you can't pick a side and follow politics, but if you make that your only identity, I don't want to talk to you. I don't like it's almost like, it's kind of like why rich people aren't friends with poor people. If you catch what I'm saying. Because rich people and us, we don't relate. Right? So I'm not about to sit here and listen to how you have all this money 24/7. I'm not going to do that. It's the same, bro. It's the same thing with like, oh, Trump and Biden. Like, nah, I'm not doing that, dog. I'm not doing that. I'm interested in some politics, but if I talk to you every day and that's all you talk about, we're not doing it. I'm not doing it. So that's just what it is, folks. Yeah. Okay. So next topic, I want to get into billionaires going to space. Now, does what Richard? Is it Bronson or Branson? Whatever. You're a billionaire.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos is doing it soon. Like all these billionaires are like trying to go to the stars. It just seems like a really, really tone deaf thing to do. We still have problems here on Earth, folks. These guys literally, and I'm not saying I'm going to control what you do with your money, but you guys don't get taxed like that. These guys are notorious for not getting taxed like that. They could literally end world hunger, and these guys are like, to the moon, to Mars. Hey, we've already colonized Earth. Elon Musk is talking about colonizing Mars, bro. Can we stick to Earth and fix this first? I know at a certain point, right? At a certain point, I know humans are going to have to get off this rock. We're going to have to. So it just sucks that like we've ruined Earth so bad that like these billionaires are trying to like get us into space. The space exploration isn't sucky, but I feel like it opens up a can of worms that I don't think none of us want. Okay? What if we're here for a reason? What if aliens just dropped us off here for a reason? What if we're just left on this planet in the corner of the Milky Way, in the corner of the universe, like, hey, let's just leave them there because we don't really want those type of, what if what if that was the case, right? So us exploring space would only mean like nothing good for us. Cause like, wait, these guys can leave Earth? Nah, we can't do that. We can't have them leaving Earth. That's what it sounds like to me. Even if it's not on some alien shit, I just feel like fixing Earth would be more beneficial, and maybe more people would get behind the idea of exploring space if they weren't fucking dirt poor here, and you're all these billionaires who are going into space. Your guys' companies aren't exploiting workers, like Amazon and all. You know what I mean? These guys exploit workers. Hey, we're gonna make you guys pee in bottles, but I'm going to space. It seems so tone deaf, bro. These billionaires I don't think they actually don't. I know they don't live in the same reality as us. So that makes sense. And speaking of some sports stuff, I want to talk about McGregor's leg snapping. So that right there, to me, it's super sad because a lot of the GOATs in sports go through this, where they'll have this moment where you're like, they're done. Like Kobe went through it when Kobe had the Achilles tear. Kobe still did good after that, but it's like you weren't the same. You weren't the same Kobe. I don't think I've seen LeBron's moment yet. I think Michael Jordan probably had one. I didn't see it, but he most likely did have one. Who's another GOAT I can think of? I haven't seen. Huh?
I think LeBron's only been injured like twice that I could even think of off the top of
I
my
have
head.
never seen Tom Brady's like this. Like, he's done. Like this is we're not gonna. Tom Brady's still kicking. He won a Super Bowl. So eventually we'll start to see that, and it's just sad because like Conor and Dustin. But this was the third fight, right? It was the trilogy fight, yeah. And it just seems like Conor focused so much on money and fame and like this, like he loves the attention, obviously. So he's getting all this attention. It just seemed not that Conor didn't love it anymore, but you could just tell that it wasn't the same for him. And even then, his legs snapped in the ring. And he's like, oh, your wife was in me DMs. Your wife was in me like, she was soaking me meat. Like, it's just like, it's like, I get it, bro. But you could tell Conor's trying so hard to hold on to what he used to be. And at a certain point, bro, like bro, someone should talk to him before you hurt your legacy. That's also something you could do. Like, if you don't learn to just hang it up, you're going to hurt your fucking legacy, bro. At a certain point, people just gotta be like, hey, Conor, bro, maybe you should chill, man. Maybe he should take the Jake Paul fight now. I'm sorry, I know people are gonna be like, no, Conor still has it, bro. Like, I can see maybe Conor doing a couple more UFC fights, but bro, do you want to hurt your legacy anymore? And by legacy, I mean your leg, to see for us, because that was vicious. His leg, that was bad, dude. I think something similar happened to Anderson Silva. Didn't he snap his leg like twice? If it wasn't twice, the first one was horrible, right? So the same thing happened to Anderson Silva. He was regarded as like the GOAT, as one of the GOATs of fighting in the UFC. And just these guys are having a hard time learning when like, hey, maybe it's time to hang it up, bro. Like, I want Conor to be able to enjoy the rest of his life and be able to remember it. I want him to be able to like enjoy the money he's earned and like the fame. And it just seems like Conor's not going to be able to let go of that. Maybe someone should talk to him, but I mean, even after the fight, a lot of it is yes men, and I'm going to call them yes men. Oh, no, they were trying to deny the inevitable. You guys could only deny it for so long, and it just sucks seeing Conor go through that, because he's one of my favorite MMA fighters. And then we're going to end off with some Richard Sherman news. So Richard Sherman, he got arrested today. He's in King County Jail, and I don't know the full details of what happened, but the titling of his charges sound horrible when you hear burglary and domestic violence. Maybe that, okay, so technically to the letter of the law, that's what it's called, but like we all know that like people are fucking stupid, bro. Like probably 90% of people aren't going to actually read the Richard Sherman article. They're just like, domestic violence, this guy beats women. Burglary, he's a thug. It's like, don't you feel like the people who like did those articles, Justin, like, it kind of sucks that like they knew that was going to happen. They knew it would be clickbait. They knew people would just run with it and talk about it. How many times do you actually read an article? Without, like, a lot of the times when it comes to sports, you just read the headline like, oh, damn.
Yeah, because I don't really read articles in general unless
Which
it's
you're
something
telling
I
the
care
truth,
about.
right? You're being honest. So it's like, hey, that's not a big deal. So a lot of these people just like domestic violence, he beats women. It's like, bro, it's kind of irresponsible for them to like run. And like Adam Schefter and them were running with this story like crazy. And I get it. It gets the clicks. That's why the white guy from the Seahawks, when he beat the fuck out of his girlfriend, everybody turned it into but the white man does it and no one cares. No, it's because he's not big. Let's just say what it is.
It's not going to get them clicks.
It's not going to get them clicks. Do I feel like he should have got the same scrutiny as Richard Sherman's getting? You're damn right, dude. That guy who beat his girlfriend, the white guy from the Seahawks, the O-lineman, he deserves every amount of scrutiny that Richard Sherman's about to get. He deserves to not have a job. Go work at fucking Trader Joe's or something, bro. No offense to Trader Joe's. He deserves all the scrutiny, but we got to be honest. It's because he's not a big name. People wanted to make it a race thing, bro. You think if Tom Brady would have beat his wife like that, the news wouldn't be talking about it? No, they would. You know they would. It's not a race thing, bro. It's this guy's literally a fucking no-name fat piece of shit from the Seahawks who beat his girlfriend. No one cares. Sorry.
I mean, I don't really follow the Seahawks like that, but I mean, we're from Seattle, and I still didn't even know who the fuck it was.
Sorry. I feel bad for the lady who that happened to. I do. You know, it sucks. But what am I supposed to like? It's like that's what I'm saying. And whoever called the cops on him, if it's his father-in-law, bro, you guys called the cops on your son-in-law? That's fucking ass, bro. Knowing how cops are in America, you called the cops on your son-in-law. If that's who called the cops. Hey, if Richard Sherman, if they say that he really did it and that's what happened, okay, then sorry, bro. You knew the consequences, dog. But when are we gonna sit here and act like they didn't mislead people by putting that in the title? I mean, if that's the letter of the law, like I said, okay. But if you don't read it, bro, if you don't read the article, it sounds bad as fuck, Hudson. It does. But when you read what happened, you're like, that kid like worded that different.
They do that about a whole bunch of shit.
But yeah, guys, I'm going to continue to talk about the Richard Sherman stuff as it goes along. Thank you for tuning in to episode 37 of the DrewCast. We got some stuff coming out for the WPOB channel that I'm really excited about. We got a Red Room. So yeah, look out for that. Check out the 2-year anniversary video me and Warren did. And until next time, guys, peace.